Whether you're learning English as a second language or you have been speaking English since the day you could speak, there's a very strong chance that you rely on the same bank of words again and again to describe things. Two of the most common words that we use in this way are good and bad. And this is normal. Everyone does this. The words good and bad convey a quick judgment and give people a general sense of how we felt about a movie or a restaurant we went to or a travel experience we had. But sometimes we all get to a point where we say, how do I expand my vocabulary? I don't just want to say good, bad. Well, that's when we have to consider things more carefully, use our senses, and try to find the words we're really looking for. I'm Alex from engVid, and today I want to help you to expand your vocabulary by using your senses. First, I want to address second language learners. It's perfectly normal to repeat the same words again and again and again. This is how you store words into your long-term memory, through repetition, through regular practice. So it's fine. I'm not telling you to stop using those words because you're trying to memorize those words. But of course, there comes a time in every language learner's journey, and for first language speakers, like if English is your first language, where you don't want to just use the same words again, and you want to be a little more precise. So in those cases, and let me stress, you will not stop using the words good and bad, and you will not stop using the words amazing, awesome, terrible to describe things. Our brain creates these quick shortcuts to give people a quick sense of how we feel about something. And that's totally fine. And if you want to try to stop people from using those words, you're probably fighting a losing battle. Okay, but what about this video? What am I here for? So the technique I want to work on with you guys today is using your senses to expand your vocabulary. So if you had an experience at, a restaurant, a movie, a park, anywhere that you went to, and you want to describe how it made you feel, you need to consider questions like, how did it smell? How did it taste? How did it look? How did it feel? How did it sound? Or how did it make me feel? When we use our senses, we can give people like a more accurate sense of how things actually affected us. So, for example, that burger you had for lunch, it wasn't just good, it was juicy and flavorful. This park, for example, it isn't just nice, it's spacious, it's clean, it's tranquil for the most part when people are not playing basketball over there. You can hear it, right? So anyway, try to think about the experiences that you have recently had in your life. Think about that lunch that you just ate, or dinner, or breakfast. Was it good? Or was it pleasant? Or maybe you want to be a little more extreme and say it was intoxicating, okay? Because of like how flavorful it was, or something like this. Think about the movie you saw. It wasn't just bad, right? Why was it bad? Well, it was boring and poorly acted. So you can say that, for example. Think about a place that you have traveled to recently. How was your trip? Was it good? Yes, it was good. Okay, well, what was good about it? Well, we did a lot of things. So it was eventful. It really, really renewed my energy. So you can say it was rejuvenating, for example. Or relaxing. So you can use words like these to talk about how things made you feel, how they affected your senses, how they smelled or tasted or looked, and things like this, okay? Now, I know in the heat of conversation, a real one-on-one conversation, this is difficult to do because you're saying, to me, Alex, you're just telling me to think of words that I don't know. Well, that's not 100% true. I'm sure you have some vocabulary that you can think of that is above just good and bad or amazing and awesome, right? If you really think about it, you probably have some vocabulary already. Now, if you don't have that vocabulary, it's okay. You can still acquire it. How? By watching videos about things that you're interested in, or reading review articles of restaurants or films and getting the vocabulary from there. You can go online and use a website like thesaurus.com or wordhippo.com to expand your bank of vocabulary so you can move beyond just saying good and bad. So now in this video, what we have done, guys, is told you one technique you can use to help you expand your vocabulary. So use your senses. How did it sound? How did it smell? How did it taste? How did it look? How did it feel? How did it make you feel? And if you can use this strategy, then I'm sure you can expand your vocabulary. Now, I want you to go in the comments and tell me, how did watching this video make you feel? Be honest with me. Was it too simplistic, too idealistic? Was it motivating? Be honest. Let me know in the comments. And I will respond. I'll do my best to respond. I don't want to promise something, but usually I respond to many comments. So yeah, just let me know. Let's keep the conversation going and tell me, do you have any strategies to improve your vocabulary? Is there something specific that you are doing that I haven't mentioned in this video? I'm open to hearing it, and I'll see you guys in the comments. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, and until next time, thanks for clicking. I wish you all the best of success, all the best of luck in your studies.